The return of Jimin BTS's mother from her visit to the military academy, Akmil, where her son was undergoing training or assignment was a profound moment for this family. Many fans, of course, want to know more about the state of health of Jimin's mother, especially if there is news that her condition suddenly worsened after the visit. A visit to a military academy can be an emotionally draining experience for parents, especially for a mother who sees her son living a military life. For Jimin's mother, seeing Jimin, who is known as a K-pop artist, undergo military training may be an emotional and heavy experience. Mental and emotional stress can be one of the factors that affect his health, especially if he has previously had certain health conditions. In addition to the emotional aspect, long trips and changes in weather or environmental conditions around the military academy can also have an impact on physical condition. Akmil may be in a location with extreme temperatures or a less comfortable environment for people accustomed to urban life. This can result in decreased stamina, especially if Jimin's mother has certain health problems, such as high blood pressure or heart problems. In these situations, a person's immune system can be compromised, especially in people who are elderly or have vulnerable health conditions. However, there can also be psychological factors at play here. Knowing that her son was in a strict and disciplined environment might have made Jimin's mother feel anxious or even stressed. This is a natural reaction for parents who are worried about the safety and well-being of their children. This anxiety, if it persists, can lead to mental fatigue that ends up having an impact on physical condition. However, without clear medical information from the family or official sources, it is difficult to know exactly what caused Jimin's mother's condition to worsen. Information circulating among fans may be based on assumptions or speculation. Obviously, the family and fans hope that his condition will soon improve, and Jimin himself, despite his military training, must also be worried about his mother's health. For a mother whose child is in the military, this kind of visit is not an easy experience and can leave an emotional and physical impact. For a mother who saw her son transform from a glittering celebrity life to a figure who had to undergo strict discipline in the military, this must have been a very emotionally draining experience. Jimin, who has always been known as a talented singer and lead dancer of BTS, may look very different in the middle of the military environment. Not only physical, but also the mentality honed in military training requires him to perform with alertness and high discipline. Seeing this change firsthand may touch a mother's heart, especially if she remembers how Jimin used to start his career from the bottom and now has to face new challenges that are no less severe. Conditions like this can make Jimin's mother feel emotional, maybe even cause feelings of pride and anxiety. Pride in Jimin's achievements as a strong and resilient figure, but also worry as a mother who knows very well how hard military training. These mixed emotions, when they are too intense, can affect mental health, which then has an impact on physical condition. Every parent, especially mothers, has a very deep emotional attachment to their children. When they see their child in an unusual situation or one that requires great physical and mental endurance, they often feel the same pressure, perhaps even more. Another possibility is that Jimin's mother tried to restrain herself from showing her concern in front of Jimin during the visit in order to provide moral support to him. He may want to look strong so that Jimin also feels calm, but after returning from Akmil, the feelings he has endured may peak and release the stress he has been trying to hide. Repressed emotions over a period of time can cause physical reactions, such as excessive fatigue, headaches, to increased blood pressure. This is a natural thing to happen when a person is experiencing a stressful situation. In addition, the intensity of a long trip and adaptation to a new environment, especially with a possibly busy visit schedule, can also be important factors. If Jimin's mother has decreased stamina or has certain health conditions, such as heart disorders, diabetes, or hypertension, these changes in activity can trigger a recurrence of the disease. Visits to military areas usually require travel to areas that may be less convenient or difficult to access. Simple things like less rest time or a changed diet while traveling can affect his endurance. Families of members of the military, particularly in South Korea, generally have feelings of pride and respect for the sacrifice of their children, but also always feel uncertainty and worry. In the context of South Korea, where conscription is a very culturally understood thing, the families of military members often face emotional pressure knowing that military duty can be very challenging, both physically and mentally. In the case of Jimin's mother, there may have been a mixture of pride in Jimin's display of courage and responsibility, but underneath it was also an unspoken concern for his safety. seeing the fact that Jimin, who is a global celebrity, has to follow strict rules, away from family and familiar surroundings, is also an emotional burden for a mother. K-pop celebrities usually live a much different life than most people. They are trained to look perfect, have tight schedules, but still surrounded by the support of teams and agencies. But in military training, Jimin had to go through everything himself, and this certainly caused concern for his family. Until now, there has been no official information from Jimin's family or his agency about Jimin's mother's health condition after her visit. However, this speculation gives an idea that the physical and mental condition of a person, especially a parent who has a strong attachment to his child, can be very susceptible to being affected by a situation like this. Emotional health often has a direct impact on physical health, especially in situations of stress and uncertainty. The most important thing at this time is the moral support of the family and fans for the recovery of Jimin's mother. Jimin himself may also be thinking about his mother's health while undergoing military training. This situation must not be easy for him. However, as a tough and professional figure, Jimin will definitely remain focused on completing his obligations in the military, while his family and loyal fans hope that his mother's condition improves soon. BTS's Jimin's mother's return from her visit to the military academy turned out to bring more than just pride and longing. A sudden deterioration in health reflects how profound and severe a mother may feel when she has to see her child face a stressful situation. Jimin, as one of the very popular K-pop idols, is now serving the inevitable military duty for every South Korean man. However, far from the spotlight of the stage, this experience had an impact not only on her, but also on her family, especially her mother. Behind the figure of Jimin, who is full of energy and talent, there is a big role of his mother who always supports him. From his long journey since his trainee days to his debut and success as a member of BTS, Jimin has always had the unconditional support of his family. His mother, in particular, is known to be very close to Jimin and has a strong emotional attachment. This closeness is often an inspiration to fans, who see Jimin as someone who still respects and loves his family despite being a world star. For a mother, seeing her son achieve success is a great pride, but the drastic change when Jimin entered the military may have had a heavy emotional impact. Moreover, seeing a child who was always under his supervision, now in a military environment full of discipline and assertiveness, is not easy. This feeling may be further felt when he visited Jimin at the military academy, where he witnessed firsthand the life Jimin was living. As a mother who accompanies her son in various stages of his life, of course, the temporary separation due to military service feels quite heavy. When Jimin's mother visited the academy, she probably thought that this would be a moment to encourage Jimin and strengthen him in undergoing training. However, the moment can be an emotional experience. Many fans have speculated that these emotional feelings may have affected his health. When a person holds back feelings of anxiety or worry, especially in memorable situations, the body sometimes responds in different ways. Physical reactions such as increased blood pressure or prolonged mental fatigue are some of the signs that a person who is emotionally depressed may experience. In addition, military academies are often in locations that may differ considerably from the atmosphere of a city, such as in hilly areas or places with more extreme temperatures. Drastic changes in the environment and a different physical condition than usual can increase the physical burden. If Jimin's mother does have a vulnerable health condition, such as hypertension or heart problems, then even small changes can affect her health. Conscription is not only an experience for the child, but also for his family. In South Korea, where the tradition of conscription has long been part of the culture, every parent is bound to feel a mixture of feelings of pride and anxiety. As a mother, knowing that her child will have to undergo rigorous training, perhaps under extreme temperatures and a far from comfortable environment, inevitably brings its own anxiety. This also applies to Jimin's mother, who had to let her son undergo state obligations that were full of physical and mental challenges. Many parents in Korea actually understand the importance of conscription, but this still has an emotional impact. They know that conscription is a symbol of devotion and sacrifice to the country, but on the other hand, there is a concern for the safety and well-being of their children. In the case of Jimin's mother, she may have tried not to show Jimin her worries, but when she returned home, all the emotions she endured could have exhausted her, both physically and mentally. News of Jimin's mother's deteriorating health soon spread among fans, known as the Army. They not only provide support for Jimin, but also pay attention to the health of his family. This shows how much fans care about Jimin's personal life, especially his family who have become part of his career journey. On social media, many soldiers shared messages of support and hope for Jimin's mother to recover soon. Since BTS went global, armies around the world have witnessed how BTS members maintain close relationships with their families. For fans, this is not just celebrity news, but a reminder that their beloved idols also have emotional family lives. They are children, brothers, and part of the same family as everyone else. The news of Jimin's mother's health condition reminds fans that even though K-pop idols look perfect in front of the camera, they are still ordinary people with all the emotional and social burdens they have to carry. Mental health plays a huge role in maintaining physical balance, especially for parents who support their children's entertainment careers. Celebrity families often have to deal with additional pressure, not only from the child's world of work, but also from the media spotlight and public expectations. Parents like Jimin's mother may feel anxious about their child's safety and comfort in an environment completely different from the entertainment world. On the other hand, as a mother who supports her son's career in the K-pop world, Jimin's mother may have witnessed Jimin's struggle from the beginning to reach the peak of popularity with BTS. When now he had to release Jimin to military training, of course there was a mixed feeling that he felt. This is another proof that every stage of life, including the draft, is not only a personal journey of the celebrity, but also an emotional journey for her family. In the midst of this situation, Jimin's family may be trying to maintain calm, especially in the face of considerable public attention to Jimin's mother's condition. To be sure, Jimin, who was in military training, must have been worried about his mother's health. However, military discipline also teaches mental toughness that allows a person to stay focused on his task even in difficult situations. The positive spirit of the fans could help provide moral support not only for Jimin's mother, but also for Jimin himself. The emotional health of the family is very important to support Jimin in completing his military service with calm and focus. The support of the fans is expected to provide positive energy to the family. Jimin's mother's deteriorating condition after her visit to the military academy becomes a story that reminds us of the strength and depth of parental love. When a mother visits her conscripted son, she not only comes to see, but brings love, prayers, and hope for his safety. However, feelings of pride mixed with anxiety can put quite a heavy emotional burden, which in some cases can affect physical health. Moral support from family, fans, and the public means a lot to provide strength for Jimin's mother and her family in dealing with this situation. This story is not only about Jimin's journey as an idol, but also about the family that supports him from behind the scenes. In the midst of her life and career journey, Jimin's mother was always there, and Jimin's presence in the entertainment world also brought tremendous pride to her family. Fans hope that Jimin's mother recovers soon and can again feel happiness with her son when he finishes his military service.